When you are in alignment with the universe, your mind could be giving you all sorts of concerns, all sorts of doubts, all sorts of worries. But despite what your mind says, you can feel intuitively that you're doing not what you're supposed to be doing, but something that you feel like you want to do. And you might feel like you're supposed to be doing that, but not because somebody told you, not because you feel obligated, but because intuitively you feel this is the right thing that you want to be doing. And when you're connected to who you are truly in that way, that's when you're going to be in alignment with the universe. That's going to be what you call the win-win dynamic, where you win because you're in alignment with the best possible life for you, but then also the people around you and the entire universe is going to win. So by you winning and by you being connected to who you are, the universe will win too, which means the entire planet and literally the entire universe. And that sounds kind of outlandish, but it is true. And I'm going to be sharing with you in this video 3 signs that show to know that you are perfectly in alignment with the universe. 3 ways to know that you are in alignment with the universe. So if you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because I do post a new video every single day. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation. So the first way to know that you are in alignment with the universe is, it's very simple. It's a feeling. And it might sound simple and it might sound basic, but the thing is, when you feel that something is super, super heavy, that something is lowering your vibration, making you feel super dense, making you feel not connected, that's a clear sign that you may be out of alignment. Now, when you're in alignment with the universe, the thing that you're doing is connected to a state of being. How you are being is connected to how you are feeling. And when you feel light, when you feel a lightness in your body, that's a huge sign that you are in alignment with the universe, because you feel more light, you feel more connected, you feel like there's no denseness to what you're doing. When there's a denseness in your body, that's a sign telling you, hey, you might be out of alignment right now. That denseness is a clear sign communicating to you. And so what you're doing, you want to ask yourself, do I feel light with what I'm doing right now? Does this feel light? If there's any heaviness in the body whatsoever, sometimes heaviness can come up, and you want to be very clear here. You want to distinguish between, is this an old ego pattern coming up to the surface? Is just a temporary low vibration emotion where, and maybe that low vibration emotion, once it goes away, this thing could still be in alignment for me, and in fact is the thing that is perfectly in alignment for me? Or is it a true sign telling me that this is not the path? You want to be very conscious and very aware and be totally connected to the present moment and truly be aware of, is this a pattern or is this just an actual sign? And not just an actual sign, this is an important sign telling me that I should follow this path or not go to this path. So a feeling, for me, it's always a feeling in my my stomach region, my solar plexus chakra, if you want to call it that. Just a feeling in my stomach. I can literally feel if something's out of alignment. I'll start to feel like this negativity. I'll start to feel like I'm taking on energy from the external world. I'll start to feel like I'm sweating. It'll just be like a negative feeling. It's like I can't laugh in that state. I can't be light in that state. Everything is more serious in that state. That's when you know you're out of alignment. But on the contrary, you'll literally feel more light. You'll literally feel more light. You'll feel more connected. You'll feel more one. You will feel more in alignment. It's a feeling, it's a connection, it's something that's not logical. Your mind might tell you doubts. Your mind could say, no, this is you being out of alignment, but your body, the literal feelings in your body, your connection to how you feel will tell you otherwise, and that's your connection to your heart space. Follow that. Follow that excitement. Follow that feeling that you feel when you're connected to the present moment. Every time I follow that in my life, it has never done me wrong. And like I always say in my videos, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but be honest with your heart space. Be honest with how you feel and what feels in alignment to you and what feels out of alignment to you. So the second way to know that you are in alignment with the universe is a deep connection to the present moment, and what comes with that is a deep trust. A deep trust. It's just a powerful trust. It's not a trust on blind faith. Now, sometimes if you're in a space where you don't know how to trust yourself yet, you don't have that ability to trust who you are, you might have to trust other people. Okay, you might have to put your trust and faith into somebody else, and that's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with putting your trust outside of you if you haven't learned to trust yourself yet. But whether that trust is within yourself or within somebody else, preferably yourself, which is the ultimate goal, but it's okay if you're not there yet. It's a deep trust in the present moment. Not a trust on blind faith. It is on blind faith a little bit because you're not using your logical mind, but it's a trust that is definitely non-logical. It's not on blind faith because you can still take the next logical steps. You can still be logical, but you might be in a little bit of uncertainty. You might be in a state of not knowing, but you still have trust, and you still can use your logic, but you're not consumed by it. So it's a trust. It's a trust that comes from a connection to the present moment and a non-logical state of being. Now you can still use your logic, but again, it's a letting go of the logic. It's not being consumed by the logic. And a deep trust, like it's almost like if you just have trust that what you're doing is going to work out because you're connected to that, like that feeling that I mentioned, what comes with that is a feeling of trust. Because when you're in a light vibration, automatically you have more confidence. Automatically you have more trust. People always try to figure out, in my opinion, how to be more confident, how to trust themselves more, how to have the right thoughts, how to know the manifestations coming. Get into a higher state of being where you feel better. Because if you're in a low state of being, do you trust yourself? Not really. I don't know about you, but if I'm at a lower vibration, I don't trust myself. I don't trust that what I'm saying is the right thing. I don't trust that every word that I speak is perfectly in alignment with the universe. I don't trust that what I'm going to do is work out. When I feel that lightness in my body, that connection to the present moment, that connection to something higher than my mind and my body and my emotions, that connection that leads to a state of lightness, what comes with that is a feeling of trust, a deep connection to the present moment. And that trust is going to help you manifest. That trust is what people are looking like. When I'm at a higher state of consciousness, which is a fancy word for saying a deeper connection to the present moment, that's when you start to trust yourself. Like I say, if I'm at a low vibration, I don't trust myself. And I'm being honest with you here. Like when I tap into these videos, it seems like I trust myself because I'm at a higher vibration when I record my videos. And I definitely am more confident when I'm at a higher state of being. But if I fall into that lower state of not being in alignment because I'm thinking too hard, or I'm analyzing too hard, or I'm too consumed by my mind, of course, I have no trust in that moment. And sometimes I fall into that even in videos. Some people can probably feel that energetically, subconsciously. Sometimes I fall into lower states of being where I'm not aligned, and I can feel that. And guess what? Other people can feel that too. Not logically, subconsciously, energetically. Okay? So the key is to understand that your trust will be at extremely high levels. You just know that what you're saying is the right thing. You know that the decision that you're making is the right thing. You know that what you're doing is the perfect thing. Maybe your mind says something, but you feel and you trust that you are perfectly in alignment. There's going to be no doubts. When you move deeper into this trust, anything your mind says won't matter. Even your mind won't have doubts anymore. Even your thoughts will begin to change. Your mind will even start to say like, oh, I'm in alignment. I trust myself, because that feeling led to a higher state of being. Now, the third way to know that you are in alignment with the universe is fearlessness. Okay? Fearlessness. When you're totally fearless, when you're connected to the moment so deeply that your fears are non-existent, you are in alignment with the universe. Now, being in alignment with the universe means that you're in alignment with yourself. Not your ego self, your true self. The self that transcends the mind and the body and the emotions and any form in reality. So you're connected to the formless part of who you are. You're connected to something much deeper than any form. And what comes with that, the more that you move deeper into that space of awareness, is a state of complete fearlessness. You're so connected to the now. You're so connected to what is here right now. You have absolutely no fear. And if you have any fears, you can see those fears for what they are, which are self-generated by your own mind. And being aligned with the universe is pretty much a great way to explain it, is a complete total state of absolute fearlessness. Absolute fearlessness. Because there's two polarizing forces in life, okay? And I don't mean this to sound cliche, but this is the truth. There's the side of love, of connection, of compassion, of alignment, I guess is another word, depending on the way that you see the word alignment. And then there's fear. And so fearlessness would be closer to the side of love. And when you're closer to the side of love, you're in alignment with the universe, because the universe wants to expand. Like, the universe is progressing in a certain direction, and part of what the universe wants is to become more loving and more conscious. Is to become more aware of the present moment, become more aware of who you truly are as consciousness. And that fearlessness, when you're fearless, is a clear sign that you're in alignment with the universe. Now, when I'm in alignment with that fearlessness, I can take very bold action in my life. Okay, I've done things like drop out of school, invest a lot of money in my mentor, all came from a feeling of trust in alignment. All these weird decisions that I make that seemingly look illogical to the outside world come from that state of fearlessness. Now, like I always say, I'm not here to tell you what to do or what actions to take. But in my experience, taking action from a state of fearlessness never leads me down the wrong path. I'm still being logical, but I'm not consumed by the logic. That's the key. The logic doesn't have to consume you. Obsessively thinking over something that scares you is not going to help you be more logical. It means you're consumed by fear. Obsessively overthinking about why things aren't going to work out for you is not being logical. That's being consumed by fear. And so fearlessness is about not doing that. That's what fearlessness is. It's about not obsessively overthinking, taking the next logical step, doing the logical thing, but also from a place of fearlessness, which can seem illogical to the outside world. So fearlessness is a huge, if you're taking bold, intuitive actions that seemingly look a little bit illogical to the outside world, but in your own little reality, you're just totally fearless and you're not scared and you're willing to trust that feeling of alignment. Maybe you're even seeing synchronicities. That's a whole separate topic that I'll share with you in another video. You are in alignment with the universe. Now, like I always say, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I'm going to tell you this. I'm not telling you what to do, but based on my experience, that feeling of alignment, that feeling of trust, that feeling of fearlessness, that feeling of being bold and going after what your heart wants, not what your mind wants. What your mind wants too, but more what your heart wants. Balancing both together. Don't neglect one or the other, but follow your heart. Let the heart lead. What happens is that is going to help you win and also help the universe win. This is what being in alignment with the universe is. This is about creating a better planet, a better universe. And there's always going to be fear and there's always going to be love, but the question is, which side do you want to be on? There's nothing wrong with either or, although fear can be extremely dense, extremely uncomfortable. It is what it is. And the question is, which side do you want to be on? And so question yourself, am I in alignment with what I truly want to be doing right now? Is what I'm doing with my life bringing me a state of lightness? Is what I'm doing with my life making me feel lighter daily, making me feel more in alignment, allowing me to feel more connected with my sense of purpose in this world, more connected with something that brings me joy and also spreads joy to the world? Ask yourself these questions. And the more that you ask yourself these questions, the more that you feel lighter, the more that you will be in alignment, not only with what's meant for you, truly something that feels right to you, but it will be in alignment with the entire planet and the entire universe, which will create the win-win dynamic. So that's all I have for this video. Once again, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation. Just hit the link if you want to apply. As always, have yourself a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.